This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today I'm going to bring you the boring stuff that brings absolute fantastic results, so stay tuned. I've been playing basketball since I was 11 years old. I absolutely love the sport. I've always been a fan. And what I've always wanted to do is to become an amazing three-point shooter. That's just always been my dream. I just want to be an amazing shooter. And that's kind of been my expertise, growing up. I was a shooting guard, whatever that is, number 2 on the basketball court anyway. And I became pretty proficient. Like I would be able to play in the worst leagues of men's leagues and be pretty okay, be the best player on the team and all that stuff. In 2016, I created my own team in Norway, and we basically lost a lot of our games. I think we were the last one on the list, but I was the best player on the team. So anyway, the point is, I've enjoyed that sport a lot, and I've practiced a lot of three-pointers and shooting throughout my life. But 6 months ago, I decided to get serious about it. Could you imagine? At age freaking 37, right? I started becoming serious about three-point shooting. Yeah, actually, because I moved to a place that has a beautiful basketball court nearby, and I go there every single day, and I'm getting pretty good at it. It's very interesting. And what I've been doing for a long period of time is I put a stopwatch on, and I tried to score 32 makes of three-pointers, and then I push the lap button on my iPhone, and then I do 32 again. And my record so far has been around 17 minutes 09 or something like that for 64 shots. My best time ever for 32 shots is 6 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. It's actually found on my YouTube channel. If you scroll a little bit down, you'll find it. Where it's proof that I scored 55% or something like that on that 132 makes video. Anyway, the point is that I then heard recently of a reel from Steph Curry where he was saying that a lot of people just, show up at the basketball court and they start shooting threes. And he says that that's the wrong way to go about it. If you want to become really good at three-pointers, what you should become really good at is the fundamentals of shooting. And you don't get good at that from outside of the three-point line. You get good at that from right around the hoop, like 3 feet away. Okay, and so I literally took that reel to heart and started doing that. And so I decided that I'm gonna step away from the hoop like about 3 to 5 feet or something like that, and just shoot. And then the rule for me became that I needed to shoot 10, make 10 in a row, okay, before I go to the next point, which is on the side of the hoop, which is 5 feet away from the hoop. And then shoot 10 in a row from there, and then go to the other side of the hoop and then shoot 10 in a row from there. Oh my gosh, do you know how long that takes? Like, I literally had to come to a point where I had to feel happy about missing, okay? Because the more negative you become, the worse you shoot. Because you start thinking and becoming distracted, and I'm like, and you become emotional about the issue because you don't want to shoot anymore. And so I began to slowly but surely develop a positive attitude to missing. Developing a positive attitude to missing. Okay? I hope you understand the allegory that I'm trying to explain in this video, because this goes so well into entrepreneurship and starting your own business. Gotta understand, when I do these easy shots, okay, and try to score 10 in a row, do you know how many times I actually make the basket? Like, I'm sure today I made the basket at least 500 times, okay? I've heard of NBA players. Usually they shoot and have 800 makes in a day. And they count them, all right? Because they're professionals and that's what they do. And maybe Steph Curry does 1,000, who knows, or 500, whatever. And people are comparing themselves to him and they're trying to do more than him so that they can become better shooters, yada, yada. For me, I miss. Like, I miss sometimes on the 5th shot. I miss something, or the 5th make. I sometimes miss on the 8th make. Could you imagine missing on the 9th make, like, multiple times? Like, over time, that becomes, however many I shot today, which might have been 200, 400, 500. I have no idea. The point is, a lot of other kids and a lot of other people are like practicing basketball around me. And they're like shooting around and they're going to the 3-point line. They go to the free throw line and they go out here and out there and then they shoot and then they play against each other and they do this, that, and the other on the court just having fun, right? Guess what I'm doing? I've been standing at that same spot shooting for like freaking 30 or 40 minutes, right? Just to make 10 in a row. And I'm getting pretty good at it. Now, the crazy part is I began to develop this positive attitude of trying to talk to myself positively so that I can actually make these shots, so that I can finally finish off, so that I can start eventually going to the 3-point line because I want to shoot threes. Dang, holy crap. This has been a mind bender for me. And I'm hoping that this can become a mind bender for you in terms of how it is to build a business from scratch, okay? Or how it is to be a salesperson, or how it is to scale a business, okay? How to do anything that is worthwhile in life is, by design, supposed to be boring and tedious so that most people are not willing to do it, okay? Most people just want to have fun. Have you heard that song? Yeah, most people are girls, okay? If you want to be a man of high value, you want to do the boring stuff. And do them repetitively and consistently until you get the results. And now I've become fired up and excited about my exercise routine. You know why? Because after having done those 400 or 500 makes that I did today, right around the hoop, just shooting and shooting and shooting again and again and again, I went out to the 3-point line. I can't even explain how it feels to shoot from the 3-point line when I've practiced the way that I shoot again and again and again, and just to see my 3-pointer beautifully go and swish. Oh my gosh, like, wow. Like, I don't think you understand, but my shooting has like exponentially gotten better since I started with this just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, or however long it was. So I'm really excited to see the continuation. Probably I'll upload another video of me doing 64 makes. My goal in 2024 is to do 100 makes of 3-pointers by me with one ball going and picking it up if I miss and all that stuff, and hitting 100 threes in 20 minutes. That's a stretch, okay? Because Steph Curry, he gets past the ball, he's standing in one spot, and he shoots 105 threes or something in 5 minutes. And that's like one of the most amazing feats in pro sports that has ever been. So if I can manage to do it 100 in 20 minutes while me going and picking up the ball myself, I'd be quite fired up if I can manage to do that, and I'll be shooting way better than 55%. So stay tuned for you to figure that out. So, subscribe or whatever you want to do. How does this go to basketball, or how does this go to business? In my business right now, I'm reaching out to people, right? It's extremely boring. 95% of the time, nothing happens. It's a waste of time because people don't want to chat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm reaching out to everyone, right? That is the key to business, because it's all about timing and following up with people that it wasn't the right timing to talk to eventually. And then eventually, suddenly you have someone who you change their lives for, right? That's what it takes in business, to do the boring, mundane task consistently and for a long period of time until you improve yourself and can create amazing value for the people that you serve. And then eventually you'll find the people that have been looking for you for a long period of time, and then you just completely and exponentially transform their lives. This is how business works. I hope you enjoyed this video, and even if it was boring, I hope you get results from it. I'll see you guys in the next one.